Hi. It's still your girl, Betha Chimena. I greet you based on your time zone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day to you. Yeah. I hope you're doing well. I'm good. Seriously, please, I need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done that with the name Betha Chimena. Of course, you can also go to my TikTok and, of course, my Instagram page. No, I have a Facebook page with the name Better for Better Living. Please do what to subscribe. Follow me up. They're worth your time. All right. Today we shall be looking at, red flags in relationship part two. In our last video, we talked about some points that could actually mar our sweetness as women. As women, we're supposed to be sweet, loving, kind, gentle. So there are some attitudes, characters that we may exhibit that will not really speak well of our womanhood, that will not really complement that ladylike in us. Bring out that Fanta tests that every woman is supposed to have. So we go into the part two of these red flags with the hope that wherever is your area of challenge, you try to work it up, try to work on it so as to not to scare your man, whether your husband or still someone you are dating or being or in courtship with. You don't scare him away. I really want us to look at excess intake of alcohol is a turn off. I didn't say that taking alcohol is wrong, but when it becomes excess, it doesn't speak well as a woman. For instance, you go on a function, a party club, so child dedication, any social gathering with your man, with your husband, and before he could finish 1-2 bottles of drink, sister girl, you have already emptied 4, 5. It doesn't speak well. Seriously, even when the man doesn't express it, right down inside him, he is hurting. He is angry. He doesn't really, Let's make a U-turn there. Then another thing we need to watch as women is, I always say, know your boundaries. You don't overcall, you don't overtext. Fine, checking up on your man. Call him 1-2 times in a day. How is your day going? How is the business? Have you arrived? Try to show care. It's very important. But when that care is no longer there, rather you are trying to showcase your insecurity, kind of monitor him. What are you doing? Where are you? That kind of 10 minutes, 20 minutes call you are calling, and you make the man to now understand that you are actually thrilling on him. It's a turn off. Oh, sure, it is. You don't overcall, you don't overtest. Everything should be moderate. And I think when you give someone 1-2 calls and the person doesn't pick, courtesy demands that the person returns the call. So calm down. Don't overdo things. Easy turn off. Then we try to look at, this attitude of disrespecting people around him. So many of us are guilty of this. We try to look down on the lower cadre, the domestic servants, people in his office, maybe if he's the boss, the secretary, the typist, the receptionist, and anyone working around him, maybe that you feel that is not of your class, you tend to disrespect the person. Or you guys go out and, the waiter waiting to serve you guys, you keep disrespecting that person. It's a turn off. Many matured men will not tolerate that. Like I said, even when they don't speak it out, maybe for the sake of peace, not to, add more drama in their homes or something, they will just pretend over it. But right inside them is a turn off. You are really, passing this message of, bros, be careful. I'm not who you think I am. I think I'm different. And it will make that man to be careful of you. And it's not right. So let's try to be careful when we go out. Don't look down on people, because that person you are looking down on today, thinking that he's not your class, that person could be a boss, even your own husband's boss tomorrow. That's how life is. Another thing I want to talk about is frequent talking of exes. We keep discussing about our exes. We keep talking about our exes. Maybe you are in a discussion with your new man and all you do is to talk about your ex. For discussion, your ex is dominating 3 already. And it's not as if we project these people in a very good manner. We keep painting pictures, projecting them in a very negative light, even when they are bad or when they did something very hurting to you. Talk about it when it is necessary. Girl, you don't owe him any details of your ex. Does he tell you about his? So why are you, doctor, you want to talk to people? No, now. It doesn't call for it. It's not the right thing a woman should do, So, and I want to look at that, especially for those of us that are not married, careful, because as you are talking, you are sending serious message to the bros, telling the bros that they watch and more. So let's just be very careful about that. Now, another thing, I think this one is peculiar rather to single girls. You always want to spend the night with a brother. You want to spend the night daily in his house. Yes, I know, because you love him, because you want to build up the relationship or something. You need time, they're bonding together and all that. But not every time you want to spend the night with him, you are choking him. And most times, most men don't like it when they feel choked. Just like when I talked in the first part, I talked about giving him some privacy, set boundaries. There should be respect for boundaries. You don't just because he's your man, you want to owe him mentality. It's so wrong. So likewise, this point now, you don't have to. And before you know what is happening, cohabitation sets in. Many men don't like it when a woman wants to start living with them. In as much as you just want to show that concern, but sometimes they might interpret it to be insecurity. You want to monitor them. You want to kind of dominate and, you know what I'm talking about? It's wrong, this specifically for the young girls that are yet to be married. You don't do that. It's a turn off. And the last one I want to leave before I run, beauty calls, is, you see, this thing we usually do. Same young girls, actually. The moment a man meets you, already suddenly you become power. All the problems in the world is now resting on your family and on your shoulder. Girl, that's the time you remember that your mom is hospitalized. Your dad needs some money for his drugs. Your brother needs to pay his school fees. Your sister's children are dead. Please, you don't need to, you are chasing the man away automatically. Before that man came to you, babe, how were you surviving? I'm not saying that he shouldn't take responsibilities, take care of you or show care and all that. No. Because one way of showing I care is sharing that little you have. Money or materially or anything. But don't, because people are just meeting for the first time and you are just that, I have a problem. I need this money for this. I need this money for bone tell, bone hair, human bone tell, tell bone or whatever they call that, human hair. You now remember that your toiletries has finished. You now remember that, he should take care of you, but please don't make it to be like carrying the whole thing, pushing it on his head as if he's your father. That is one of the things that will make men disrespect us. Oh, yes. So please, it doesn't project you as the great woman you ought to be. A little pretense. Even when the whole problems in this world rest on your shoulder. Even when they are resting on your shoulder. Even when, you can't do anything without it. Please, just still pretend about it, okay? That's what I have for you today. I will see you in my next video. Don't forget, it's better, Chemina. Take care of yourself. Until next time.